Now we're going to move on to how to use Brailleback. This is obviously just a very quick introduction for getting started. As I said earlier, you need to install Brailleback from the Play Store. Then you need to go into Settings, Accessibility, Brailleback to turn Brailleback on by tapping Use Brailleback, then tapping the Allow checkbox on the warning screen. After that, you need to pair your Bluetooth Braille display. Brailleback supports a short list of devices. They are APH Refresher Braille, Baum Barrio Connect, Baum Barrio Ultra, Essays Euro Braille, Freedom Scientific Focus Blue 14 and 40 cell models, a number of HandyTech displays, the Harpo Pen Braille 12 and 12 Touch, HIMS Braille Sense and Braille Edge, Humanware Brailliant first generation and Bi models, not the latest Brailliant Bi 20X or 40X. A couple of the Optilec Alba models, Orbit Reader 20, Papenmeyer Braille X Trio, and the Sika displays both the mini and the 40 cell. Okay, to use Brailleback, so first I'm turning on my display, putting it in Bluetooth mode. I found the Bluetooth option. I'm pressing it. The display says please wait, and then it says Bluetooth TSM, followed by a number. Now I'm going to wake up my phone by tapping the power button.
1:06 p.m. AT&T Wi-Fi calling.
That chime tells me that Brailleback is working, and almost as soon as I hear it, my display also starts to reflect the Braille that has focus on the screen. And I just need to slide to unlock.
Launcher. Home call.
And we are on the home screen. The Braille display reflects what's on the home screen. You just heard TalkBack say home call, which is a telephone widget that I have. And sure enough, the display says home, followed by the word call in parentheses. Okay, what we're going to do now is go into Brailleback to explore the settings. So I'm going into settings.
Apps list. Search your phone and more. Edit box. Settings. Settings. Profile picture. Double tap to open Google account button.
And then into accessibility.
Accessibility. Display. Interaction. Audio. Settings. Accessibility. Out of list.
Then into Brailleback.
Brailleback. On provide Braille output. Settings. Brailleback. Out of list.
Remember, this is a very basic screen. We have navigate up in the top left corner, a description of Brailleback at the very bottom, and in the center we have use Brailleback.
Use Brailleback on switch in list.
Then we have an options heading, followed by
Brailleback shortcut, hold volume keys, off, shortcut settings, switch.
The Brailleback shortcut item and
Settings.
Brailleback settings. So let's tap Brailleback settings.
Connected. Brailleback. Device. Disabled. In list.
Device disabled. This is a heading. Okay. Items are presented in a list, so we're just going to move through that list.
Status. Connected.
Status connected. That means my display is connected. If Brailleback were on but my display were off, it would say not connected. As I'm moving through these, my display is reflecting what TalkBack is saying.
Keyboard help.
Keyboard help. I can tap this to get to a list of commands. We're going to do that in a minute, but right now we're just getting an idea of what's going on. Remember, the other way to access this list of commands is by pressing space with L, space dots 1, 2, 3 for list.
Braille, disabled.
Braille, disabled. Braille is a heading.
Braille type, literary Braille.
Braille type, literary Braille. We can tap this, and our options are computer Braille and literary Braille.
Literary Braille table, English, United States, grade 2.
Literary Braille table. I've selected English, United States, grade 2. We have quite a selection here. Lots of different languages. And for some languages, we have contracted and uncontracted Braille.
Computer Braille table, Auto English, United States.
Computer Braille. Again, we have lots of languages.
Enable word wrapping, on, switch.
Enable word wrapping. This puts complete words on the display.
Miscellaneous, disabled.
Miscellaneous, this is another heading. And below that we have
Open source licenses.
open source licenses
Developer options.
and developer options. Okay, let's go back to keyboard help to review the list of commands.
Keyboard help. Brailleback keyboard help. Navigate up, button, out of list. Use navigation keys to move focus on the screen. Use the Braille keys to enter text in an edit box. Below is a full list of key commands supported by your device.
As I said before, Brailleback commands vary from Braille display to Braille display. This doesn't mean that every Brailleback command is going to be different on every Braille display. It does mean that some commands will take advantage of the unique physical controls on different models. To give you an idea of what this means, I'll go through some Brailleback commands. I have a Sika Mini. There's a button to the left of the line of Braille and another button to the right of the line of Braille. These buttons are called left and right. Below the line of Braille are two other controls. One is near the left end and the other is near the right end. These are the left and right joysticks. The first few commands from the keyboard help that we're going to go over are unique to the Sika Mini.
Pan right, right button, in list.
The right button pans right,
Pan left, left button.
and the left button pans left.
Navigate to the next item, right joystick right.
Navigate to the next item, right joystick right. So the right joystick is the one that I'm going to use to go to the next item.
Navigate to the previous item, right joystick left.
Previous item,
Navigate to the next line, right joystick down.
to the item below the current one in a grid,
Navigate to the previous line, right joystick up.
or to the item in the line above it, and so on. The next set of commands are probably shared by all displays.
Activate the back button, backspace plus dot 1 plus dot 2.
Back space plus B,
Activate the home button, backspace plus dot 1 plus dot 2 plus dot 5.
home space plus H,
Open the notifications window, backspace plus dot 1 plus dot 3 plus dot 4 plus dot 5.
notifications space plus N,
Open the recent apps window, backspace plus dot 1 plus dot 2 plus dot 3 plus dot 5.
overview or recents space plus R,
Toggle Braille grade, backspace plus dot 1 plus dot 2 plus dot 4 plus dot 5.
and change grade of Braille space plus G. Now that we have Brailleback working the way we want, it's time to use it. Navigating the screens and activating controls is a matter of using the commands from the keyboard help. Entering text, however, involves one additional step, at least the first time during each Braille session. Okay, I want to text my friend Cecile.
Cecile Harding said sorry, don't know what happened. 5:18 p.m. in list message list.
I was talking to my friend Cecile, and our call got dropped. I'm using the right joystick of my Sika Mini to navigate to the edit box.
Sorry, don't know what happened. Suggested reply. Okay, thumbs up. Add files, location, and more button out of list message list.
I'm using the right joystick down to arrow down. Now I'm going to use the right joystick right to locate the edit field.
Attach from camera or gallery button. Text message, edit box.
All right, I'm at the edit box. I'm going to start writing a message, so obviously the first thing is .6 to capitalize.
Choose input method. Not selected. Radio button. Braille hardware keyboard in list.
Okay, so we have the choose input method screen. This is the one that comes up when we want to change keyboards. And as you noticed, Braille hardware keyboard is already selected. So I'm going to check this box using my Braille display. In this case, it's left joystick center or a routing key. Most of the time, you don't actually need to be in an edit box for the input method screen to come up. It comes up when you press one of the typing keys on your Braille display.
Cecile Harding. Cecile Harding said sorry, don't know what happened. 5:18 p.m. in list message list.
We're back on the text message. I need to right joystick down.
Sorry, don't know what suggested reply. Oh, add files, location, and more button
And then
out
right
of list
joystick
message list.
right.
Attach from camera text message, edit box.
Okay, I'm back at the edit box. I'm going to press the left joystick center to start editing.
Showing Brailleback.
That means my Braille display is active as a keyboard, so I can write. I'm going to say I will call you back when I'm done.
I replaced. Space. Will. Space. End of L. Space. U. Space. But. Box. CK. Space. When. Space. I. M. Space. Do. Quote. Done. Period.
I'll call you back when I'm done. Now, you noticed in a couple of cases, like in the word back and the word done, Brailleback started to say but and do, which are contractions for the letter B and D, respectively. That's TalkBack trying to anticipate what we're writing. The actual words that are on the display and on the screen are back and done. So contractions are not expanded until we hit space or some punctuation. All right, now I'm ready to send this message. I can press enter to send this message or use the right joystick to find the send message icon.
Explore emoji button. Send SMS.
There it is. The next time you want to write without the Braille display, all you need to do is tap an edit box. Then in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll find
navigation bar, switch input method button.
The switch input method icon. Tap it.
Keyboard hidden. Choose input method. Selected, radio button, Braille hardware keyboard in list.
And you can tap whatever keyboard you like to use. I like to use the Braille TalkBack keyboard, so that's what I'm going to tap.
Not selected, radio button, TalkBack Braille keyboard.
One final tidbit. To make working with a Braille display a smooth experience, there is a particular order in which things need to happen. First, turn on the Braille display. Set it to Bluetooth. Then wake up the phone by tapping the power button.
8:12 p.m. AT&T Wi-Fi calling.
There's the chime to let us know we're connected. Let's unlock the phone.
Device unlocked.
When you're done brailing, put the phone to sleep first by tapping the power button.
Screen off.
Then turn off the Braille display. Next time, everything should work smoothly.
Thanks very much, Anna.